Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Well, hello there. Hold on. The music was going to come back on. But hello, welcome in everybody. It's good to see you guys. I'm just getting you guys up over here. There we go. And I don't know if Princess went down a notch or what, but she's a Titan emoji. I thought you already were a member. Princess? You must have just came back. Must have remembered to renew or something. So I'm like, wait a minute, you've been a member. You've been a member here forever. Welcome in, everybody. As you guys may know from earlier in the live, I hurt my shoulder somehow. I don't know, the other day. So if you see me like when I look this way, if I have like a weird look on my face, that's why. I don't know. When I look this way, it hurts. I don't know what the heck I did to it. But welcome in, everybody. If you are new to the channel, hi, hello. My name is Tanya. This is Titanium Built, and welcome into where we talk true crime every night. Now we are starting a new case. Well, this isn't a new case, but we've been covering this case, Nancy Guthrie. And every time I go to start a live, like, do the thumbnail or do a title, there's something new that comes out. This case is so fast. I feel like we are closer though to finding her. I really do. So welcome in, everybody. Hey, Ladybug, how you doing? Hopefully you're feeling a little better today. Hey, Casey. Hey, Magamama. Hey, Crystal. Hey, TM. Hey, Jen. Hey, Crystal again. Hey, Tony. Hey, Citizen. Hey, Otto. Hey, Willows. If you guys don't mind, will you take a quick second, hit the like button? We'll just go through some names and then we'll get started right away. Hey, Kitty Cats. Welcome on in. There's Princess. Became a member again. Hey, Kathy. Well, thank you, Princess, for becoming a member. Hey, Willows. Are you tired tonight? Hey, Moosey. Hey, Dawn. I hear you there. I'm a little tired too. Hey, Mandy. Oh, you lost your big card. Every time I want, like, there was like one, now I know what the charge is, but I wanted to dispute a charge, but if I disputed it, they were going to shut my card down. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I might have did something to my shoulder. I go to physical therapy on Thursday, so I'm hoping he's not too hard on me. Hey, MAGA Mama. We do lower body normally anyway, though. So, hey, Cyber Warrior. But maybe I could like I'm going to try to get into the chiropractor. I think it's like a pulled muscle, or it could be like a bone. You never know. You never know with me. You never know. So tonight we're going to get into the Nancy Guthrie case. We have been, like I said, we've been covering this case since it started, but we have some new developments. But before we get into that, just do me a couple quick favors. We always ask, hit the like button. It really helps push this information out to more people. If you're subscribed, drop a heart in the chat. That way I know you're subscribed to the channel. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you waiting on? Let's just do it. So, and if you are new, welcome to our community. So let me pull up what I was going to show you first, because this is just craziness. This is crazy that we even have to say this. JLR, sir, I don't know which one of your followers, or if it was you. Personally, I think it was you. I think that it was you, and you acted dumb like you didn't know whose pizza that was. But he was hungry. JLR must have said, I'm hungry on my live or something, or maybe they thought he was a little thin, but they ordered pizza to Mrs. Guthrie's house. So a crime scene. I mean, this happens every time these fools get out there and they're at a crime scene, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. And this is just the beginning of it. So this is from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. So basically, I don't know if you guys saw it. Pizza delivery man, he's just there to do his job. I don't know how he didn't see that. Thousands of cameras, but he didn't. And I don't know how the sheriff's office didn't see him to stop him, because they're supposed to be guarding the house. They're not doing a good job. That person should be fired. Not fired, but just taken off the beat. Go do something else, paperwork. Well, he walks up and he knocks on the door, and then he's like leaving because no one answered. Well, what? So who is the first one up there to start talking? JLR. And he's saying, oh, I wonder what they got to eat. I wonder what they ordered. Is there a name on there? And then the guy calls his work, and then he says, are you Jonathan? No, that's not my name. My name is JLR. No, your name is Jonathan Lee Richens. JLR, what are you talking about? That's not your name. What? No, I don't go by that. He literally said that. Nope, not me. So we're trying to find an 84-year-old woman, not have a freaking pizza party, okay? So it says, we can't believe we have to say this, but media on scene, please do not order food delivery to a crime scene address. This interferes with an active investigation. Please also respect private property laws. Thank you. I mean, I can actually believe this, because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Oh, I'm sure maybe it was someone else that ordered it for him, but I think he knew it was coming. I think he knew it was coming, because whenever that guy said, is your name Jonathan? Maybe it's just because he's been in the pen for 10 years, but he took a couple steps back. Like he was wanting to get away from that name. He was like, not me, not me. Hey, Ari, welcome in, Tony. I don't know if I said hi to you. I think I did. But that is some bullshit. I mean, like, come on. If they can get food, right? JLR, I don't know if he's there by himself or Magnolia is there with him. I haven't seen her, so I don't know. But Dolly's there. I'm sure if JLR wanted to leave for a minute, he could be like, hey, can you just watch my stuff for a minute? Or if something happens, call me. I'm sure Dolly would do that. I don't know. I don't know if they get along, but I'm sure that Dolly wouldn't care. It's Dolly, But he would do something like that. Remember when at the Quentin Simon house and they played the baby crying sounds? And Dolly was talking about him and Leilani were going to get married. She killed her kid and dumped him in the land. He ended up in the landfill under 1.2 million pounds of trash. Million. We're in million pounds. And he's out there saying they're gonna get married. Oh my Lord, have mercy. So we're gonna go through some new surveillance footage here in a moment. But I forgot to tell you that in the beginning. I always like to tell you guys what we're doing. So we're gonna go through all kinds of stuff. But the FBI did just release some surveillance footage. We watched it earlier, but we're gonna watch it again tonight and see if we see anything different. So I was on the Twitter, the X, whatever. I'm sorry. We're streaming to X, so I'm so sorry, X people. It's X. And SF Investigates was he had a post, and this was the post. And now you can't see the card from here. I'm gonna get you a better shot of it. But basically, if you see in her door, and it's not in her door, it's in her actual, like where her window connects to the wood, they stuffed it right in there. And it is a card from the adult, I want to say it right. I think it's Protective Services. It's different here in Ohio. Adult Protective Services. And here's a little bit of a better picture. Her name's Deborah. I think he zoomed in so much it got like distorted. But it says like Advanced Investigator, Adult Protective Services. And Tucson, Arizona is right there. And you can see, like, if I want to share that one, that's her door. There's the door handle and everything. That's her door. There's where the Ring doorbell camera was. I haven't seen this anywhere else, so I don't know where he got this picture, but I'm curious to know. Kind of curious to know about it. But if you don't know about adult, I want to say adult protective services. I'm going to give you a little rundown. And this is Arizona too. So this is for Arizona. If you live in Arizona, there is a number. Oh my gosh, it's 1-877 SOS adult. That's sad. That's real sad. Okay. So the letter on the door is from an advocate or investigator, actually. And what they do is they basically, I'm going to read it right here so I don't like mess it up, but it's a program within the DES, Division of Aging and Adult Services, and it's responsible for investigating allegations of abuse, exploitation, and neglect of vulnerable adults. And I believe it's 60 or over. So she would qualify in that. Now, who would you think she or someone she knows, maybe like a housekeeper or somebody in there, would call the Adult Protective Services? I can only think of a couple people. And my couple of people aren't very good. Because if the Adult Protective Services, they go after people that are like your caregivers. So like her daughter, her husband, the son-in-law, they would be like, those are her caregivers. She may have more caregivers in the house. She may have, a person that comes in, a nurse that comes in and takes care of her, and, maybe once a week or twice a week, 3 times a week. I don't know. She may have things like that. She may have money to where they come to her. She don't go to them. I'm not really for sure, but it says abuse can come in many forms. So basically they just, we know all the abuse, but physical, sexual, emotional, and unlawful imprisonment. And then neglect is, and I thought there was one on here that I thought was kind of, I think it was somewhere on here that I thought kind of applied, but it's deprivation of food, water, medication, medical services, shelter, cooling, heating, supervision, other services necessary to maintain minimum physical or mental health. And then exploitation is the illegal or improper use of an individual or their resources for another person's profit or advantage. This can include misusing cash, credit cards, or bank accounts, stealing money or household goods and property, forced panhandling, prostitution. Now, what I was going to say is here, does she have a power of attorney over her? I wonder. I'm curious. I'm curious to know that. Is she? She's 84. right? I know that her cognitive, she's sharp as a tack. At 84, I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing, but I would think that someone would have control, at least a little control of her finances, right? So if she doesn't, if her cognitive brain did do something and they didn't see it for a couple days, I don't know, maybe it just all of a sudden it's like a switch. And then she goes on a $1 million shopping spree. I'm sure they'd want to know that. I don't know. I feel like somebody would be helping her with her bills and things, especially because a lot of bills are paying online now. Like that would be hard for an 84-year-old, right? I mean, does she know the internet? Like my mom didn't know the internet at 72. She couldn't turn a computer on. Hey, CJK. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I've been listening to I've got the Pima County scanner on on right now. So if anything happens, we should hear about it. But we should anyway. I thought about leaving it on like throughout the night, like if you guys wanted to listen to it. But let me know if you guys would want to do that. Because like then you guys could just chit chat in here and then I could just leave that on and you guys could listen to it. And I could come in and out and listen to it with you guys. So TMZ authorities. I'm so sorry to do that to you, authorities. TMZ is reporting, but he is reporting to like CNN and everybody that there is activity in the Bitcoin account. So TMZ, they knew what the Bitcoin account information was because they got the one of the ransom letters. So they would know if there was money going into that account, I guess. Apparently there's been some that's went in. I don't know if you guys have heard. Did they? Oh, let me go over to Brian Hinton. I did have live coverage on, but then they stopped. Oh, and JLR just went home, I think. I think he just left. I'm not even kidding you guys. I think he just left because I was listening to him, like not listening, but like on and off kind of listening to him. Let me see. The FBI's elite hostage rescue team is in Tucson, sources tell me. So they're not at the house. So I saw that earlier. I saw that they're like, I just saw them pull out. That was it. Okay, yeah. So everything that he says on there, I have it all up here. So Bitcoin activity. Now they're saying how much is in there? 300? That's what he said. Okay. KGUN reports less than 300 in Bitcoin account. What? Why? What? Oh my God. What? Like 300 Bitcoin, like 300 Bitcoins? That still doesn't even equal that. So $300? Someone's going to be pissed. Someone's going to be pissed. That's going to piss someone right the F off. If that's even 300 in Bitcoin. Because what is it, 69,000? I want to make sure. Okay, 69,000, yep. And no, I can't do the math, so y'all just shut up. Wow, that would be 20 million. Ooh. My math skills is not good. So they would get their money plus some. You think it's a test? And welcome in, everybody. I'm just like over here like, I thought you meant like $300 at first. And I was like, hold on a second. Because, that would, like, if I was a kidnapper and I saw that, I would be like, what? You know what I mean? So, call it a crime. You think it's a test? It could be. See if they take it out. Could be. I mean, this guy does not look very sophisticated on camera. In my opinion, he doesn't. But this was at 4:34. It says, we've seen activity for the first time in the Bitcoin account listed in the first ransom note, which was sent to us here at TMZ and also to 2 TV stations in Tucson. For various reasons, we're not going to reveal the amount, but the activity happened in the last 25 minutes. Now, what if I go to TMZ if they've, they always be updating. Nope, it's the same one. Okay. Potentially big development in the Nancy Guthrie abduction. Our law enforcement sources say whoever kidnapped her from her Arizona home is also from the Tucson area. Well, I could have guessed that. I don't know why. Multiple sources involved in the investigations, and I swear he's young. I don't know. That's just me. Tell TMZ the operating theory is that the ransom notes were written by the kidnapper, and those notes provide clues on where the abductor lives, like Bitcoin. Being able to hide your email. I don't know. That just sounds, it could be someone older. TMZ has focused for several days on the alleged kidnapper's choice of media outlets to receive the letters. The first letter was sent to 2 Tucson TV stations in TMZ. The second letter was sent only to one of the Tucson stations. What was he expect? I mean, that picture just is unbelievable. Our law enforcement sources believe the person who wrote the ransom note was very familiar with the local stations, so much so that it leads them to believe the Tucson area is the abductor's home. We'll watch this video here in a minute because I was watching this pretty good. As we reported, the kidnappers promising to return Nancy to Tucson within 12 hours of receiving the $6 million ransom. Why you need 12 hours? And where are you going to drop her off at? They ain't going to tell us that. Which means they're currently somewhere within a 700-mile radius of Tucson. We'll watch this real quick because he talks about it. And then we'll read more. Maybe actually we'll read this. There were 2 ransom deadlines, both of which have passed, even though today host Savannah Guthrie tried reaching out to the kidnapper and offered to pay up. She did.
I looked at this alleged ransom note 20 times last night, and there was something that piqued my interest from the beginning. And I believe now that there is a way of connecting the dots, and that law enforcement has an area that they are most interested in terms of where Nancy might be, if this letter is legit. And I say it for this reason, that obviously the person who took Nancy, if this is the person who wrote this ransom letter, they're demanding money. And if they get the money, they're saying they will return her. That's obvious, right? Well, in the letter, it says they would return her back to Tucson. So they also give a time frame of how long it would take after they received the money to return her to Tucson. So there's a time frame. Now, if you look at the time frame, then you say, well, you can draw a circle around Tucson to see how long maximum it would take to get her back there. And they're not going to fly her back, because
I like the visuals.
The last thing they're going to do is go to an airport where Nancy Guthrie shows ID. That's not going to happen. So clearly it would be driving. And they're not going to drive at 100 miles an hour because if they get stopped for speeding, it's over. So they're going to go at around the speed limit. So let's say that if this letter is legit, they would travel at about 60 miles an hour. So based on this time frame in the letter and the fact that she would be returned back to Tucson, here's the way it looks.
But if they already think he's from Tucson area, that's not going to make any sense, actually, this map, now that I'm thinking about it. And I believe that they are from the Tucson area. I think that's where they're probably from. How else are you going to know where that area to go kidnap that person? I mean, unless you know that she's Savannah Guthrie's mom, which I wonder if they even knew that. Like, I wonder if, what if that was just a big coincidence? I mean, I'm just saying, we don't know. I don't think it is. I mean, I don't really believe in coincidences, but you know, plus where she lives.
If you look, this is Tucson right here. If you look at this red circle, that is the radius of the maximum amount of time it would take to get her back to Tucson, all around this circle. It incorporates California, Nevada, Utah, Idaho. It incorporates Colorado, Wyoming, even Mexico, Texas, a slice of Kansas, and a slice of Oklahoma. Now, that's a big area for sure, but it is not the full United States. It's not the world. At least it's a defined area. And again, if the letter is legitimate, then it would seem, based on the amount of time maximum it would take to bring her back to Tucson, it's this area that I would think authorities are most interested in. And remember, they are looking for anybody who possibly has information on the whereabouts of Nancy Guthrie. So there's a $50,000 reward for information leading to her return. So I would think that this area is particularly interesting to them. I want to say a couple of other things. The letter, people have been asking, does it seem like it's written by just a crazy person? And the answer is no. This letter was very well constructed. It had structure. It had a beginning, middle, and end.
Someone young.
It was
someone young, someone that can write beginning, middle, and end. Beginning, middle, and end.
Well done. I mean, if you took this letter to an English teacher and said, give me notes on structure, on grammar, you probably would get no notes back. It's done by somebody, I believe, who is educated and really spent time. This was not something that took 5 minutes to write. This was a well-constructed letter. Final thing I want to say, and now this is opinion, that it is interesting to me that we got this ransom letter, but also the other two media outlets that got the ransom letters were both located in Tucson. They were television stations in Tucson. So
who watches TMZ? Who is the demographic that watches TMZ? Young people, right? I mean, I would think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's old grandmas. I don't even know. But I don't know. I've always thought it's like they've always catered like towards younger people, like a celebrity gossip and stuff. I don't know.
So why would somebody who wrote a letter like this know about the local stations and send to the local stations if they have no connection to Tucson? It feels like there is a connection to Tucson with the person who wrote this letter. And, a lot of people are saying, well, it happened because Savannah Guthrie is rich and famous, which she is.
Why wouldn't they kidnap her?
Is it that somebody looked at Savannah Guthrie and said, let's find a relative? Or is it somebody who lives in the Tucson area and either knows Nancy Guthrie?
She was all over the Today Show. We've seen the pictures. If you knew Savannah Guthrie and you watched the Today Show, pretty regularly, you're going to know her mom is Nancy Guthrie. That's not hard to figure that out.
Or knows of her and knows her famous daughter is Savannah Guthrie, and it hatches from that. It seems to me, just based on where the letter went, that it's the latter. So the bottom line here, I know that the law enforcement has been saying they are desperate for clues, and they clearly are. Mm-hmm. But just in terms of the people who might help, I think heads up in this area.
I think heads up, and it's going to be in Tucson. I don't think they took her out of Tucson. 84-year-old woman. Even if you had her if you had her tied up in the back seat, right? And you had her I don't know, head covered or whatever. Even if you had her laying down so she couldn't be seen, there is still a chance you could get pulled over by police. I would be terrified as a kidnapper to drive somebody far if I had him in my back seat. I'm just trying to think like a kidnapper. I think they're in the area. And I hope and I pray she's still with us, but I think that they kept her within the area. Maybe 10, 15 minutes out, but in the area. I just don't see them taking her all the way to California. This ain't a vacation. They want to get their money and split. I mean, you would think they would. So here's one of the pictures here, which this one, I think that it's the same guy in these pictures. People are saying they think it's two different guys. I think it's the same guy. I think he just doesn't have his, like, this part of his jacket pulled up. Because you can see, like, this black band right here, like, across his jacket. And the black nitro the gloves. Yeah. I think it's the same person. But we'll see. We'll see what the other pictures look like. If not, I know they're all on X. So this is our sources say the images the FBI released Tuesday of the apparent kidnapper were just obtained by authorities. The FBI wasn't holding on to the images before releasing them. The feds got them and immediately blasted them out publicly. Okay. I think they probably need help. That's why they're blasting these pictures out. Apparently, they don't know who the suspect is. If they did, they wouldn't be showing us pictures of the suspect. And then they updated her flyer. Now her height is 5'4", and her height was 5'5" on all of her other flyers. I don't know. It's just an inch, but you know. This reminds me of I just lost it. Never mind. That guy's creepy though. And he might even be wearing more than one pair of gloves. It kind of looks like it the way that they're like, or they're too big for his hands. And who puts a gun in their waistband like that? I was thinking about that earlier also. Who would do that? You know, what did I write down here? I wrote some stuff. I wrote a couple questions. I'm really sure. Okay. Let's go to the next. But yeah, or actually, let's go back over here and see what else I have. Okay. Anyone with information is being asked to contact 1-800-CALL FBI. And there's a $50,000 reward being offered. So you never know if you can get that reward. You might be able to. Let's see if we can see the pictures here. Oh, yeah, that's him walking up with his head down. See, to me, I don't know. It looks like he's almost going to knock, but it almost looks like he's going to knock like a policeman. Like this knock. Like watch his hand before he realizes the camera's there. Because I don't know if he realizes the camera's there. Even though he's walking up with his head down, I don't know if like he realized it. Because it almost looks like he's going to knock on the door and then he does this. Like he jerks his hand over to the camera. Just see if you guys see it. Maybe I'm losing it. And Casey, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Praying this is over soon. Me too. They look like the OJ gloves. Don't give anybody any ideas. No, this is not sophisticated enough to be the cartel. Nope. No, this is some, in my opinion, I don't know. This could be an older person, but I've always said I thought it was a younger person. I've said that since the beginning. I don't know. But see if you think that it looks like he's going to knock. Right there. Do you see it? Right. So right when I press play. And then he stops. See, like he does this and then he goes over. I think he was going to knock, but he has like a policeman freaking knock right there. If he was going to. I'm going to take him back a little bit. I don't know. It looks like it to me. And then here he's just holding the top and the bottom of it, trying to get it off. And there's only like 1 or 2 screws. I looked it up earlier. And obviously he doesn't break it with his fist and crush it everywhere because there would be remnants of the camera on the ground where the blood was. And when they were asked if they had the cameras, they said at that time at the press conference, no, they had no access to any cameras. Although they went back and went on the roof and found cameras. So when he's walking out here, I wonder if he's thinking in his head, where can I find some of this seaweed looking stuff? I don't know what it is, but brush to put over the camera. Like, Who thinks that's going to work? Like, he's already been seen, but he's in it. Like, so that tells me too, this guy's in it. He didn't just walk up, see a camera and be like, fuck, nah, I'm out. I'm out. You know what I mean? He was like, nope, just another day as usual. Now he's got the light in his mouth, taking his good old time. I mean, he knows it's late. He knows it's early morning hours. He knows this woman is 84 years old and there is no way she's up gardening or anything at that hour. So he knows he has enough time to do whatever he needs to do. Like, oh. So, let's see. Okay. So people came out with this, and this was today. And it says, what do the alleged ransom notes and Nancy Guthrie's disappearance say? So let's see. It says everything to know about them. So let's see what they have to say, because I thought I knew everything about them, but maybe I'll learn something new. So there's been several alleged ransom notes, have come out. An urgent search for Nancy, led by the Pima County Sheriff's Department, was launched on February 1st, one day after the 84-year-old woman was last seen. Now, I'm going to stop it there. She wasn't last seen. She goes to a church that streams the Sunday service. She's been doing this ever since COVID. Just like, when you have like some of your doctors are like online now and you just stay online with them. Like, you don't go in the office after COVID happened. Like, that's how like a couple of my doctors are. We just still do Zoom. So she stuck with her church, via the, TV or computer or whatever she watched it from. So that gives me another question. How did her friend know that she was absent from church that day? Because you don't see each other. Like, it's not like it's a big Zoom call and everybody's looking at each other. You just see the church sermon going on. So I don't know if maybe she was supposed to have a phone call with her friend during the sermon and they were going to like be on speakerphone together. I don't know. But that's a question I have now. So, yeah, by Uber, yeah. But it's always been, she was seen at church with her, and when she didn't show up, her church friend contacted the siblings and told the siblings that she wasn't at church and that they needed to go and check on her. Was supposed to go and meet her friends and watch church with them. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Thank you, Otto. So maybe that's what it is. Well, we'll read it because I'm just like, how did they not know she was there? Because, when you do, I've watched church online before, like, services and stuff, and you don't see each other. So, it says on February 7th, Savannah and her siblings, Cameron and Annie, posted an emotional video on Instagram in which they spoke directly to their mother's alleged kidnapper, saying, "We will pay." And you notice how the videos they're all very different. Nancy has yet to be found, and a suspect has not been named. On February 10th, authorities released new images and videos of an armed subject wearing a hat over their face and gloves who appeared to tamper with the camera on Nancy's front door. So here's what we know. The note allegedly included concerning and very sensitive information. I want to know how she survived without her medication. Please let her be surviving. COLD anchor Mary Coleman appeared on CNN on February 4th and shared information about the alleged ransom note that was sent to the news station via email. So this is what she says. There are a few things that we can share as far as what the contents were. A lot of it is information that only somebody who is holding her for ransom would know. Some very sensitive information and things that people who were there when she was taken captive would know. Okay, it says right here, so a lot of information that only someone who is holding her for ransom would know. I wonder if it's something about Savannah. Like she told the captor something about Savannah's childhood. Maybe she had a childhood nickname or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's how they're like, this is legit. Or, for instance, like me, I used to scrunch up my nose. I still do it sometimes, but I used to do it a lot. My brother called me a bunny. That would be something that, not now, but if, I was ever captive and my brother needed to make sure it was me, he could be like, what was the thing that you used to do as a kid with your face or something? You know what I mean? And I could be like that. I wonder if it's information like that. And then it says some very sensitive information and things that people were there when she was taken captive would know. So maybe these people are like describing her bedroom, describing parts of her house. I mean, they would have to be doing something like that. None of this floodlight bull crap anymore. The feds ain't gonna fall for that. But it says Coleman called the alleged note concerning and said she sent the information over to the sheriff's department. It was later revealed that the alleged note, which was sent on the evening of February 2nd, included a description of a damaged floodlight and a location of an Apple Watch left in her house. The sheriff's office and FBI became aware of a new message regarding Nancy that was sent to KOLD as they announced on February 6th. However, investigators were trying to determine whether the message was sent from the same person or people who sent the first alleged ransom note. We got too many ransom notes. Now, I still don't know if I believe the ransom notes. I mean, maybe they did take her for, the ransom though. It says there were several alleged deadlines. Yeah. The FBI has spoken about alleged ransom notes in several press conferences, including the February 5th, when FBI Phoenix special agent in charge, Heath Jank, said when whoever wrote the ransom note set a deadline of 5 p.m. that evening. In several press conferences, the FBI spoke in one, I think. What do you mean? If a transfer was made, the second demand was for next Monday, or wasn't made, sorry. I'm not going to go beyond that, he said at the time, adding that the ransom notes did not include proof of life or a way for authorities and the Guthrie family to communicate with the people who sent them. And that's weird to me. That's really weird. So the first note allegedly asked for millions of dollars. Sorry. The first ransom email received allegedly demanded $4 million in Bitcoin by February 5th for Nancy's safe return and $6 million by February 9th if the initial demand was not met. I never knew that. Son of a gun. So we'll give you $2 million off. February 5th, you'll get her back for $4 million. Or if you guys are just cool with her hanging out with us for the weekend or whatever, on Monday, you can come and we'll drop her off, or you could pick her up somewhere, but it's going to be $6 million. Why do we not have her back yet? Why do we not have her back yet? I mean, it's $69,000 for one Bitcoin. They're on sale right now, actually. That is so crazy. The Bitcoin is kind of smart to do in a way, but you're going to get caught. You'll get caught like when you go to transfer it out. But I guess, compared to dye packs, tracers that they could put in the bag of money. They said the letter allegedly threatened severe consequences if the second deadline passed without payment. Okay, I would be taking that seriously and be putting the money into the freaking Bitcoin. No, I don't care how much it costs. It's money. It's money. And if I get fooled and they steal from me, then that happens. The FBI, they can handle that. They can find out who did it. But as of right now, I would be saying if I was them, put the money in the account. I want my mother back. I don't get it. I don't mean to be like, no. I would have, the second they said Bitcoin, bam, mother, bam, it would have been in there. It's money. Oh, I don't know how, if it was, there could have been more than one person, but I'm just saying, like, if that was my mama, man, the letter allegedly threatened severe consequences. We haven't seen anything. Like, it's not like they, like, you know, have like the cartel, like, you know, mail a finger or something. Like, it's because this case is crazy. I mean, you know, I don't think the cartel did it, but they haven't done it. They haven't said anything, right? So during an interview, TMZ's founder, Harvey Levin, discussed the contents of the alleged email, saying that the letter begins by saying she is safe but scared. If she's not alive, I want a piece of this person. I want a piece of this person myself for saying that. Can you imagine if she was no longer here and they're like, she's just scared. She's safe though. Is that what they said? Safe? She is not safe. Of course she's scared, but she's not safe. She's with a person she doesn't want to be with. I'm not going to say a stranger because we don't know. Levin said that the carefully crafted message emphasized that their ransom demands for millions of dollars were non-negotiable. Okay. On the evening of February 9th, it remained unclear if any payment had been made. FBI Phoenix spokesperson Connor Hagan shared a statement with People saying the FBI is not aware of any continued communication between the Guthrie family and the suspected kidnappers. Savannah said she and her siblings received a message and understand. She didn't receive it. Just her sister, we heard, and her sister's husband. We read the document. The existence of an alleged ransom note was acknowledged by Savannah, her brother Cameron, and her sister Annie in an emotional Instagram video shared on February 4th, in which the siblings pled for their mother's safe return. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media, Savannah said in the clip. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. See, right there, I wouldn't have believed that. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. No, if I was the one that put the ransom letter in there, I'd be like, I know for sure she's seen it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. She added, however, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. See, then she puts that, like, she has seen it. We need to know without a doubt that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. I'd be saying, I'm ready to give you your damn money and get my mama back. So call me right now. Like, they never reached out. They never reached out. In a new video shared on Instagram on February 7th, Savannah held her siblings' hands as they spoke to their mother's potential abductor, saying, we received your message and we understand. What do you understand? I mean, no. The Lord is with her when she talks right now. You know what I mean? Because it would take a whole lot for me to be able to say we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. See, that doesn't sound good. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay. It's the 10th. This was on the 7th, I guess. They wanted their money on what, the 4th? What was it? I have to go up here a little bit. Oh, February 5th. So this is the day before. An individual was arrested for the imposter ransom demand. Dumbass. While a suspect has not been named in Nancy's disappearance, an individual was arrested related to a false ransom note on the morning of February 5th. During a press conference that day, Agent Jenk said that a complaint would be presented to a magistrate judge regarding an imposter ransom demand. We read that complaint. He urged members of the public to avoid taking advantage of the situation and noted that there would be consequences. Federal. The USA is against him. United States of America versus Derek Colleen or whatever his name is. In a criminal complaint obtained by people, it named, oh, there it is, Kakala. I can't remember. Kakala as the defendant, citing 2 violations, one related to the intent to transit a demand for ransom, and the second was for using a telecommunications device without disclosing his identity and with intent to abuse, threaten, or harass any specific person. Maybe that's why the people came and put the note on the door. Like, maybe they did that afterwards. I don't think they did. I think they did that before, but the complaint stated that Kakala sent text messages to Annie and her husband, allegedly writing, "Did you get the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction." Per the complaint, he admitted to sending the text, adding that he pulled the family's information from a cyber site after following along with the case in the media. Oh, I thought that was okay. So that guy's a loser. He's going to go to jail. I'm sure he'll see. At least he'll be fined heavily. I think he should go to jail for at least 60 days. Personally, that's just me. You impeded on an investigation involving an 84-year-old mother. Oh, I mean, she's 84. I can't say it enough. Like, who would ever, this guy, want to hurt an 84-year-old woman? She's safe but scared. She's not safe. She's bleeding somewhere. Maybe that's what you could tell us. Where's she bleeding from? Or, send us a picture of her talking and saying the date. I don't know, like a video. That could work. That would be proof of life. Do we? Well, son of a bitch. Where do I go, Ashley? I don't know how I saw your thing, but I did. I guess I'll go to... Okay, it's not on here yet. Is it on X? I swear sometimes we'd be getting the breaking news on here when we're alive. The SWAT team went somewhere. Where did they go? Okay. Shit must be going down. I'm on X. Okay. So I'm trying to look. It says like detained, but like I don't see anything else. So is that it? We're just people on X? ABC News? Okay, maybe they'll have it up here. I put her name in too. 12 minutes ago, right here. Right here. Okie dokie. Hold on one second if you don't mind me. Just going to actually, you know what? That's fine. We don't even need to do that. I don't know if it'll let me do it up here. Okay. We're going to read this article. This will let me do it. Did it? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, hold on one second. Because then people will be like, they won't know what's going on. How do I exit out of this? Oh, there we go. Thank you guys so much for telling me that. I would have, I usually look at the end of the live to see if there's any updates, but that was great. I just got to go into my studio real quick. Man, why do they make you do all this? Like just to change the title. Okay. Let's go over here. So look at her smiling. Person detained for questioning in abduction of Nancy Guthrie. Now, I want to know why it doesn't say like, and we found her, you know? Sorry. So this is okay. A person has been detained for questioning in connection with the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. A law enforcement official briefed on the investigation told ABC News. On Tuesday, the FBI released new images showing, I guess that's all going to be, but showed an armed individual. This is breaking news update. Stay with News Channel 3 for updates. Okay, well, News Channel 3, we're going to go over to your YouTube and see if you're doing YouTube things. Now, I had a station that was live outside our house. I can share this. Let me just put these over here. We're going to get down to the bottom of this. I'm exiting out of all the other stuff we were doing. Okay, so let's go back over to X while you guys are watching that. Breaking news. They may have found Nancy. They did. Oh my gosh! I hope they did. Oh my goodness! I will cry either way. Like this is sad. Jake Tapper with CNN. Oh, that was 9 hours ago. I'm looking at like on here. Let's see what JLR has to say. Just left an hour ago. Yeah, he just left. Like I went over there like to see what was like, you know, what was happening like on his feed, which was just him watching the house. But at that time he was leaving. He was driving in his car, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the same one. Oh wait, yeah, that's the same one. We can.
Okay. So not a person of interest, but they detained somebody for questioning.
Oh, here we go.
And they said,
Let's go back a little bit.
return warrant? Yes. Okay. So I just need the call for, like the sheriff so and so, and the soundbite. One word of what it's.
One word, like 3 words?
Description. That's all we need. Go ahead.
I have it set up.
Okay. So we have 2 verses that somebody had been detained.
Did he say 2 persons?
Okay. So we have 2 verses that somebody had.
Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. I think he says that.
Okay. So we have 2 verses that somebody has been detained.
Do you want me to use it on your office? Like,
Not sure. Good. Put the film down. Do we have yes for what one? So I'm just planning here.
nice. Okay, we're
Hey, Trace.
Brett,
Good to see you.
Thanks
sir.
for coming.
I
Appreciate it.
wish we were talking about the border and
Yeah,
all
I
the
know.
successes.
You heard they detained somebody.
Well, I have the scanner. I was just gonna pull it up actually. But I don't know if it'll. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Yeah, I have this. Oops. I've been listening to it. Let me see. I had it playing, but is it gonna play? Like, because I stopped it. It's not playing. Why are we not? Was it Tucson? Or is it Ora Valley? Maybe it's just going to take a second to go on. I don't know. Well, there we go. There's only 4,000 people watching this one. Let's see. I don't know why it's not like, why we can't hear it. I was just listening to it earlier before the live. That's so weird. I'm going to stop sharing it with you guys, and then I'm going to see if I can hear it like Still can't hear it. Wonder if they shut down the. Is it still on yours, Casey? Because I wonder if they're like shutting down the things. Well, look at that. Suspect's not a member of the Guthrie family. Let me see what else it says. Oh, it just says that. Okay. Let's go back over here and see if we can find. It's like someone said, like, what are all these media people still doing at the damn house? Go to the sheriff's office to wait for the person detained to get the F there. That's true. Okay, so just detained, not arrested. Okay, I'm seeing. Oh, here's something. Stop. Okay, let me pull this up for you guys, and then I'll look around.
ABC News. I want to bring in our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky, live in Tucson. Aaron, do we know where this person was detained?
I don't think this person had anything to do with the family. In my personal humble opinion, I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong. I think it's someone younger though, and I don't know, someone that just picked her.
This individual was detained in connection with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, according to the law enforcement official, David, south of Tucson. A specific location was not disclosed, but we know that a SWAT team had left the Pima County Sheriff's Department heading to Point South, and at a location south of Tucson, a law enforcement official tells ABC News an individual has been detained in connection with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. David, this development comes on the same day the first images of an individual approaching Nancy Guthrie's home were released, and as authorities continued to search in and around this neighborhood where her home is. We saw them searching a drain pipe, conducting other investigative steps today. But the breaking development here now, David, an individual has been detained for questioning in connection with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie.
Aaron, stay with me here. Aaron with us live from Tucson. We can show the audience the video now of the person, the subject that the FBI had released video of earlier in the day. This was the first time we had seen a development of this scope in this case, someone at the door. This was video retrieved from that Nest camera after the FBI worked directly with Google. And Aaron, just to be clear here, this person detained in connection with the case, authorities are not saying if it's the person that we see in this video. They're also not saying this is a suspect. They're simply saying at this hour, a person
that'd be a
detained in
suspect right
connection
there.
with this case.
They are only saying that it's an individual detained in connection with the case, not calling the person a suspect or a person of interest, not saying there's any connection at this point with the images that were released earlier today by the FBI. But law enforcement officials have obtained a search warrant. They're going to be searching a location south of Tucson where this individual was detained. They're going to be going through that location. That could take hours, and either that search would resolve the matter, and that could be it, or there could be some further development associated with this individual. But right now, the person is not considered a suspect, we're told. Only someone taken for questioning, detained.
And with just a few seconds left, Aaron, a search warrant that will play out in the location where they detain this person.
The scanner finally started playing. I don't know if it'll play again now, but hopefully it will.
That's right, David. The search warrant is for a location associated with this individual. Specifically what it says, what they're looking for, has not been made clear.
All right. Aaron Katursky, our chief.
Wow. Wow. You know, we haven't had one of these in a while. Please let her be alive. Like, oh my, it hurts my belly. But like, I mean, if she's alive, can you imagine the celebration, the tears, the just the happiness? I mean, let her be alive. This woman is 84. She has more years left. She probably could. I mean, that woman probably would have lived. She probably will live to be 100. I bet you we see her on the Today Show at 100 on her 100th birthday. Okay. She's adorable. I just saw that picture right here of her. So there's these. So Fox is live. And then what we were just watching. Oops. Let me get it all the way up to here. And listen to what they're saying.
I'm gonna see right by you.
Basically, this is what everyone's streaming. Just staring at the house. Where's the police station?
So I have some very basic information from a source, and
Hey,
it is that
That's Brian Eaton.
there is a person who has been detained in the Nancy Guthrie investigation that they are planning to question. They may have already started questioning. I am not being told
He's making a video short.
that this person is being called a suspect or a person of interest, just that there is someone detained right now, and the location is somewhere south of Tucson, in Pima County, but south of Tucson. It may explain the activity that we saw earlier, Leland, when it comes to SWAT trucks getting ready and leaving. And like I said, there's a flurry of activity a couple of hours ago, and we do now have confirmed that there is someone detained, and I was told that questioning was going to begin sometime soon.
Yes. She's like testing 1, 2, 3. Yes. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slow. Dennis, bring me up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. I can hear you. Yes. 1, 2, 3. I can hear you on the IFB. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I lost you if you're talking to the IFB line. I do not hear anything on the IFB at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Checking 1, 2, 3. Checking 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on, let me confirm. We were just told both are listening to 901. They're both no. Split. We get one feed. Yeah, they have the same IFB. They're listening to the same thing, right?
Let's maybe listen to the scanner. Hold on one second.
Welcome.
Trying to figure out how to pause it. Okay. If I share my whole screen with you or window, maybe it'll play. It was playing in the background. Now, which one were you listening to, Casey? They have one for Tucson, then they have one for Pima County Sheriff. Manhunt underway and Nancy Guthrie. Oh, look at this. Both of them have that. There's 3,000 people watching this one. There's 2,100 watching this one. So Pima County. Okay, I got it right here. I wonder if it goes off when I go off the screen. Or are they just being that quiet? Yeah, I don't like this screen snipe from people though. I will go over and see what he's doing. Did he go back? Oh, he's literally just driving around. Probably saying the same exact thing I said. I don't know why it's not playing. Like, it plays and then it stops. It's peeing me off. Do I have to pay something? Yeah. I think they're just being quiet. I'm gonna look what 21 means. Is this the one that you're watching? Or oh shoot, I was muted. I think they're just being quiet. Do you, is like because I'm trying to see if Ashley writes me like if she's listening to the same one. Okay. Let me go to YouTube. Oops. There it is. See, I think they're just being quiet. She say stabbing? I don't think it has anything to do with any of the family. I like this. Someone got stabbed. Oh. Wish I could like open this again. I mean, trying to see where the most people are listening. I'm going to play this one. Okay, let me play this other one for you. I haven't started yet, but yeah, well, as I'm thinking that they did, I'm thinking that they're switching the channels to private. That's just because that's what they would do. Where are you seeing a picture, Tony, of the guy? There's a picture of him? Like without the mask? Because to me, you can't tell by, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell by someone in a mask. Like a ski mask. I don't see any anywhere. I just don't see your bandmate being that down to do it. I don't see that. Like, I don't know. I mean, there are people out there that are persuasive though, you know, that can get people to do, you know, do things for them. But I don't see it. Like if my bandmate was like, "Will you do this for me?" I'd be like, "Hell no." I'm gonna try to find another live that's not just in front of the house. Try to see if they say anything. Why does it say they're live but they're not? Yeah, I just don't want to use his stuff. It's just I just don't. I don't like stream sniping. I wouldn't want someone to do it to me. I don't know. Like, I mean, he's just driving around. Actually, he's talking about emails. He's doing the same stuff I'm doing over here. Can you hold on for a second? Like I said a second ago, he's saying, see, I don't trust this. I don't trust that part. When he starts talking, that's when I don't, you know. Really? Dang, Karen. That's awesome that they did that though, you know. Maybe I should just go to NBC on like, oh, here they are. They're live, they said. Let me.
Investigators have keyed in on and critically have gotten out to the public because, as Savannah herself has said, somebody must know something, essentially. And I'm paraphrasing a post that she put out. But if you see anything you recognize, including what appears to be that holster with a gun in the waistband, call the tip line, Tom. That is incredibly critical here.
It is incredibly critical. And
It said they were live, but they're not live. This is 9:55.
Any law
They are.
enforcement person will tell you, if you still think you have information, don't stop calling, because they still need to figure out some
gonna
more
keep that
information about
broadcasted
this
by
person
one.
as they determine whether or not they're involved with this crime, whether or not it is the person that is seen in those videos, and whether or not they have more information or if there's any other people that they should be taking a look at. You're looking at the numbers there on screen. And so I have seen in a number of major cases in this country that we've all covered and all know off the top of our heads, that the information that law enforcement sometimes gets after they've taken somebody into questioning, after there's been an arrest, is almost just as important as the information before it, to make sure that they have the right person, and eventually, if this goes to trial, that they have the right information to present before a jury.
Tom, I'm going to ask you to stand by, and I want to bring in our colleague, our Chief Justice and National Affairs correspondent, Kelly O'Donnell, who is in Tucson for us tonight. And Kelly, we have seen obviously an active situation on the ground where you are. That was not altogether unexpected. The FBI had said they would have law enforcement officials and their personnel out going door to door, as this is a case that has gotten attention at the highest levels of the federal government, including from President Trump himself.
Very much so. The president has made public his interest in seeing a resolution in this case. The FBI director has been in Arizona, unrelated business, but then made it his business to be a part of the Tucson Command Center. It is a 24/7 operation. In speaking with different sources, they are saying that this matter that Tom has been talking about, this detaining of a person for questioning, is the Pima County Sheriff's Department and not something that is directly led by the FBI. That is from multiple sources at the federal level, that this is Pima County Sheriff. Remember that Pima County is the lead agency supported by the FBI, because as of this point, what is known about these events and any criminal activity related to them is that it has happened within the borders of Pima County until there is information to suggest something else. At the same time, it is on its face obvious that this has been of national interest. The billboards with information about Nancy Guthrie spread across the Southwest region. As you have been so careful about this, what is important to know is the range of options of what this could be. It could be the person that's in the video, as you've discussed. It could also be someone who has other information.
Live. Might be.
Was it mine?
Let's go back to this for a minute.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to show because when we
Kind of wanted to hear what they were saying in the background.
first got that video of the blood and the front of the house right there, we were able to get up close. One of the things I noticed
It's Brian Etten again.
was all of the leaves and sort of the
Oh, we're behind. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
I mean, you can try. You can try. Yeah, should we just do that?
Okay, I wonder how long it will take before they like say anything, right? Thanks, Otto. Oh, thanks, Jen. I'm trying to like go to all the places. I'm sorry. Okay, Aries, have a good night. Who's Kelly? Hey, Tracy. I don't know who Kelly is.
Hey, yep, I got you.
I don't care for JLR either. I mean, he's done a lot of really shitty things. He pretended to be, okay, so he pretended to be the uncle of one of the Sandy Hook victims to get close to a case. That's just one thing. I mean, there's thousands. He sued Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian and 150 other people. That's why I don't get down with it. I mean, I'll go over there and I'll listen in for you guys and I'll tell you what he says, but I don't know, just a Sandy Hook victim. I mean, not like it'll matter to anybody though, other than the Sandy Hook victims, you know. JLR.
talking. Just make them big, Jane. Big, and just do one per page and hand it to me, and then we can go like that.
Just that they got a guy detained. So I guess that's the new news. If you're just now coming in, they do have someone detained. The FBI is probably questioning them right now. I don't know when we're gonna get, like, if we'll get a picture tonight or if we'll get like anything tonight. You know what I mean?
Breaking tonight, going out of their way at this time.
And the people we're hearing in the background aren't cops anymore. They're all just news agencies.
Not being called an arrest. That this person is not being called a person of interest. That this person is not arrested. Out of their way at this time to make sure that this has been detained in the search for Nancy Guthrie. Sources making it very clear at this time. In fact, they are going out of their way at this time to make sure that this is not being called an arrest. That this person
Says that people are going out of their way to make sure that they are not calling this an arrest.
is not being called a person of interest. That this person is not to be called a suspect, at least for now. But the way this day has evolved, this is a massive, massive story. This after the FBI recovered new video from the morning of her disappearance showing a masked individual.
I was just kind of listening in the background. Sorry, you guys probably can't hear it.
A lot more than that. That footage, by the way, leading
JLR is driving again.
New tips, the FBI telling us that in the time that they released this on social media,
He is raking in the money.
that their number
Jeez,
of tips
JLR.
went up dramatically, and you can only
Jeez
think
Louise.
that some of those tips, at least one of those tips, may have led to some big things because the FBI, the Pima County Sheriff's Office, police agencies around Tucson, Arizona, were extraordinarily
You can hear Brian Enton.
Let's begin our breaking news.
Okay, I just had to download. I didn't know. It's 3 people. We've only heard of one so far. Keep putting her name in. I swear, if I put her name in one more time, someone's gonna come get me.
And is going to be questioned, and that this is happening about an hour south.
It just says live updates, not like live video.
To Mexico. This has been an eventful last couple of hours. The SWAT teams rolled out of the Pima County Sheriff's Office
Okay.
a couple of hours ago. We weren't sure where they were going, but it appears that that is likely.
I think there was only probably one person, maybe 2 people involved. I mean, I said 2 because you would think you need another person to watch her while, you know, you did things that you needed to do.
They're all around the house and the neighbors' yards searching.
Yeah, they're a person of interest. Yeah. Yeah, Joey. Yeah, it was for JLR. That was pizza for a content creator. Someone sent pizza in. I don't know why it keeps putting us back.
Unfortunate, but Nancy remains missing. That's what my sources also tell me. So the fact that
Sources are telling Brian Enton Nancy still remains missing. Sources are telling me that they don't know where she's at the current moment, but they've got someone detained, and most likely that person's going to tell them where she's at because they're not detained by Mr. Nanos, Sheriff Nanos. They are detained by the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, and they are going to be hammered with questions. They better be scared.
Jonathan, if you know when those SWAT vehicles that you pointed out a few seconds ago left, do you know if one of those was involved in the detention of this person at all?
Can't hear. Well, dang it, I want to hear the answer. Because they did have 2 SWAT vehicles go out. Now, if you're sending 2 SWAT vehicles, that means usually you're going to 2 different places. Like sometimes you might be doing a double, right? Like a double entry. Like you don't want to. So like, okay. Say that somebody was coming to get Vincent for like burglary or whatever, right? And they were going to want to detain him. Let's say at the same time they would break into his mother's house, right? And detain both of them so that he couldn't call his mama and be like, and tell her stuff, right? Like they'll do like a double entry or whatever it's called. That could have been what they were doing. Now, if that's what they were doing and everybody was putting it all over the news, that's probably not a good look. But normally they'll meet up somewhere. They'll like converge. They'll like talk about what they're going to do. And then they get back in their vehicles and then they go out and they, yeah, if they're bringing SWAT in, they're just not messing around, and I wouldn't either. And they're not waiting. They're not waiting till the middle of the night, right? So this guy has a gun. We know he has a gun because we saw it, right? So normally they'll do like entries like they did with Brian Koberger. They'll do it at like, in the early morning and they'll just bust in through your doors and break your windows and come and arrest you and everybody that's there. But with this one, they didn't even wait. Like they got news and they was on it. So well, they'll do that with parents though too. They'll go to like the parents' house and then they'll go to the suspect's house at the same time. They will. I bet he is peeing his pants. But yeah. So let's see if there's anything on here.
For a person of interest, what does that tell you about what they're doing? But yet they still made it very clear that they had somebody who was detained.
So basically, when you detain somebody, you're keeping them like in official custody. They're in custody. They're there. They're there to be questioned about a crime, or something that has happened. They'll detain them, and that's what they're doing with this person right now. Obviously, they have it on good authority that they have information either about this case or that's the person that they suspect was the guy at the door.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's a good analysis there, Paul. But I'm wondering, Josh Ritter, to you, do you take a different meaning from that? Because,
why are like people not at the jail?
We know they're holding him. He's not, he can just walk out the door. But what are the legal ramifications here of not going to the next step, not calling him a person of interest, not calling him a suspect?
Well, you'll call him that whenever you get further questions answered. You can't just call somebody. You can't just call someone a person, or a person of interest or a suspect, right? When you can, but you want to actually talk to the person that you're calling that before you bring that out to the public. And I feel like the FBI they know what they're doing. I mean, who has thin eyebrows? Those eyebrows were super thin. It's like opposite day over here of like Brian Koberger's case. Think of Brian Koberger, but with no eyebrows. Like they're thin. They're thinner than mine. I wonder if I grab the picture. They're thin. Oh, I might even have it on the computer already. We'll see. I'm trying to find a good picture of it. Okay. I can just put it over. I can overlay it, I think. Oh, not there. Is this it? Okay. So you see how thin his eyebrows are?
And Paul Morrow, very quickly back to you. It's interesting that we were also kind of we were told, listen, we should also
Here, let me take my
my
banner thing down. My
connection. Maybe connection is a bad word, but there
oh
is
wait,
no
sorry.
sign of Nancy Guthrie being
There we go.
found. And I'm wondering if the early going of this person who was detained, if the early going.
Man, when someone said that this looked like a woman earlier today, I was like, no, it doesn't, but it does kind of look girly.
Are they looking for other things initially to kind of put them in the right?
I don't know. I don't know how they got him.
Then go deeper with questioning about Nancy Guthrie.
You think some of their eyebrows are covered with the mask? It doesn't look like it because it looks like skin right there, doesn't it?
Okay, I just wanted to ask.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe it is the white of the mask.
Okay.
Could be. You could be right.
It could be nothing.
So then we wouldn't even need to look at eyebrows. I wouldn't be able to tell who that is just by their stance. You know what I mean? And JLR is currently just sitting parked behind another vehicle. So I just went over there to look. Wonder if they're doing anything on these on the Broadcastify. Because on the one that I was looking at, it said like, oh, it said manhunt underway.
The timing here. How long can you keep this person before you have to charge him? How long can they question him before he lawyers up and takes the fifth? What is the timing here? Is it important to get on this fast if you're looking for somebody who is off her medication for all intents and purposes, and timing is still of the essence? Does the pressure ratchet up a little bit in your estimation?
That one doesn't have a lot of listeners. Usually if they have a lot of listeners, like on the Broadcastify, you'll know like that maybe a lot of people aren't listening in to Broadcastify. There's a commercial. Sorry, that's like staticky.
Yeah, it really is. Josh, Paul, stand by very quickly if you would. I want to bring in Chris Clem, and people will ask, why is the Border Patrol chief involved in this? Well, what people don't realize, Chris Clem, is that the Border Patrol was very heavily involved in this search and has been from day one.
Let's see if it's
Yeah, that's
playing.
correct. I mean, Trace, when we first heard about this, within, I think, the first 24 to 36 hours, Border Patrol Search and Rescue, our track and trailing dogs, we're here on scene. You know, Border Patrol agents, traditionally, we are sign cutters. We're looking for evidence and tracks. So if the subject, if Nancy,
Okay.
any of them,
Let's see
left this area on foot in the desert,
what ABC is saying. I think they're just I think they're done.
and Border Patrol, I have confidence.
Oh,
Track them out till it was
just a special report. I guess they're waiting.
another house or something else, but the tracks and evidence
Another back one.
were very important, and they're perishable within those first couple hours and days. We have great track and trailing detection dogs that have used it. So if she was here, or that suspect was here, I think they would have found evidence. And again, what it shows is cooperation at the highest levels early on in their.
Can she be returned to her family? So with all of this at a scale of national profile, we're really sort of inviting our viewers into the incremental work of law enforcement. We don't have more answers right now, but there have certainly been very meaningful developments today that are hopefully getting investigators closer to the answers they need, and for the Guthrie family and the community here closer to bringing her home. Callie?
Kelly, I want you to stand by on that community piece, on the way that this community has rallied around the Guthrie family. I'll come back to you on that in just a second, but you're saying something important, and I want to go to Jim Kavanaugh on this, our NBC News law enforcement analyst. And Jim, there's two pieces to this that Kelly laid out that I want to pick up with you. One is is Kelly described it, the sort of incremental work of law enforcement that we are getting a peek behind the curtain of. And there are, I know in your view, there are potentially some reasons to be cautious that this person being detained is the person in the video, is the person who had something directly to do with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. And then there's also this other piece of it, Jim, which is centering Nancy. Where is she? Are we any closer to finding her?
Right, Hallie, well, you're spot on. Let's break that down. You know, I have a lifetime
hear it. I was going to put the Broadcastify one if it would work. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Here in a second. They're not talking now again. Oh, great. Because I have two up. And then I just took that one down. I'm trying to see which one's better for you guys, but they're both, here we go. Yeah, they're just being quiet. That's what it is. It's like they stopped talking for a minute. It's like redacted. They'll usually just go on a different stream.
And 922 ALS Medical, 10,000 South Wilmot Road, 10,100 South and 5900 East.
Yeah, the feds are probably like, don't put this on Broadcastify or any of those. Wonder where Dolly is. We're going on 9 days. She's been gone. I know, Tracy. I think that's interesting too.
Go ahead. 206 Alpha, 2 Alpha, Juliet Alpha. I'll be west on right there in park. The CBD has the call no unit inside.
Stop playing now. They're just being slow. I'm gonna get on to Twitter.
So it's not going to copy name your for calendar. 205-4580.
What's this? Oh. Here's Fox. Hold on. Let's see. I hate to take this down because every time I do that, it just is hard.
On the biggest news of a big breaking news night, Fox News now has 3 sources confirming that a person has been detained in connection with the Nancy Guthrie case. Those 3 sources coming to us, I need to credit Kelly Kramer and Michael Ruiz of our Fox Digital team, but 3 sources now confirming to Fox that a person has been detained, and we are very careful in using the word detained, in connection with the Nancy Guthrie case. So we said hours ago, Sean, that in the wake of that video of somebody breaking into Nancy Guthrie's home in the early hours of Sunday, February the 1st, this investigation was clearly gathering momentum very quickly. As we stood here in the parking lot of the Pima County Sheriff's Department a few hours ago, we saw SWAT trucks rolling out after they'd been loaded with shields and other gear. We saw a mobile command center rolling out. And now we have this, the biggest news of the night. Once again, Sean, 3 sources confirming one person has been detained in connection with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. That is the huge breaking news at this moment, Sean.
Yeah, and this just getting started. You know what I mean? That's what I love about true crime is criminals are dumb and they get caught, and then you get the evidence, and then they go to trial, and then you get to see them acting like damn fools, taking a plea deal because they're scared. But he's going away for kidnapping, at least. I mean, the person detained, if that's the person in the surveillance, you know, allegedly. But hey, I'm a damn Swiftie too. I love me some Tay Swift. Let me know what song you want me to sing, and I'll sing it for y'all. I mean, we ain't got nothing but time. Nothing but time. We'll put it back on Broadcastify. But I don't think they're talking about it. Okay, stop that. I just keep going back to these, like, hoping we would hear something, but I don't think we will. Okay. So they've been detained for 1 hour and 4 minutes. It looks like. Hey, Lee. Oh, I saw that, Willows, but I don't know. I think the eyes look different. To me anyway, but hell, I got one eye, so who knows? Oh, Lee's up here. Where? Oh, he's over on the phone side. Lee, come on to the other side. Ashley misses you. She's sad. See? I wonder if we'll be able to hear it on here once they do make an arrest. I mean, like if they say they're going to arrest. Do you think that they'll give that to us tonight, or do you think they'll wait till tomorrow? I say it's not family. I've been saying not family the whole time. So I just want to put that out there. I just hope they find her. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? That reunion, that video reunion, I would be crying. I mean, I think we all would be. It's going to be a while, I think. I think I'm going to jump off here. I feel like I should stay awake to see if anything happens. But like, I don't hear anything. Even JLR, is he alive over there? I don't know why they keep saying hospital for him. The internet must have stuck there or something. Oh, it's couldn't hear him because I didn't have the damn volume up. I was trying to see what he was saying. He's just asking them what they wanted to do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump off here, and if I come back on, it'll probably be. Oh, actually, let me remove that. Let me to stop that. Let me put me up. Hold on. That way we can talk better. Okay. So what I'll do, because I don't have anything to do tomorrow that I know of, and Vincent should be coming home soon. I'm hungry. What the heck? Hold on. Let me just. Where is he? Oh, there he is. It's like I can't live without him, right? I'm like, I'm hungry. We have a kitchen. I mean, but I don't think we have anything thought out. That's Willow's, that's me too. I'm like, am I tired or am I not tired? Like, I don't feel like I'm tired. I bet I would feel better if I just stood up. You know what I mean? Like, and raised the desk up, because my legs start to get to me. I think I have POTS, to be truthful. I'm gonna try to put one of my legs up on this. So I guess when you have POTS, there's a lot more symptoms that I have than just this, but always needing to have your legs up is one of them. And I didn't know that. And I've been like that like most of my life. Yeah, send me your email. I'll send it over to her. Good night, Lorna. Thanks for being here. I didn't even see your little TV self. I did, but I didn't see at the end of the night. But I hope everybody has a good night. Okay, so I'm going to keep my eye out. I'm going to listen in. We have either JLR, either he's going to sit here, he said, or he's going to go to the FBI place. And I probably wouldn't do that if I was him. Yeah, he's not. I love news reporters in their tennis shoes. You know what I mean? It's cute. It's so funny to me. But I'll be on as soon as we get some more stuff. If anybody, Ashley Higgins has my number. Ashley, if you see, I know you'll see something first. I want to make sure my phone is on, my volume's up, because I've been turning my volume down and missing phone calls. Oh, I don't. Where did I get this? I got this off Amazon. Look at this. Amazon. I didn't even know it did this, okay? I just wanted like a Van Cleef kind of like looking, or whatever it's called, like looking necklace. So it's, let me turn it the right way. It's like a pearl kind of, like it's like a white. Yeah. And then it has like these little diamonds right on here. But hold on, wait, just wait. Yeah, it opens up. And then you can, if you turn it the other way, it has hearts and they're white. And then you just, it's a magnet. I'll have to put it on my storefront. I don't know if I can find it. I got it a while ago. Oh, is this my business account? I don't think so. No, 56 items in my cart. No, the same my business account. Buy again. Where would it be? I'm gonna try to find it for you real quick because I mean this is like the best. Where do you go to orders? Oh, there they are. I never do it on a computer. You want to use my fingerprint? I might do that on my phone. Okay, so when did I get this? Oh, it's been a while. So let's go with 4. I can't go to next. It's only showing me 1 at 4. Well, dang it. Put in like Van Cleef necklace, maybe? Like, how do you say it? Magnet. I didn't even know it was a magnet until I got it. Oh, they got some pretty ones. Oh, look at this one. It's like mine, but gold. It is mine, but gold. Pretty much similar. Okay, I found it. I'm going to put what the description is for you in the chat. So that's the description you need. 4-leaf clover necklace, foldable for women. You don't have to probably, put that whole thing in, but that's what it said. Actually, why did I put, if I give you the link, will it send you to my Amazon though? I don't know if it'll do that. But they have it in gold and they have it in silver, and I want the gold one. Add to cart. You guys thought, see, look at that. Look at me buying stuff. Oh, they have a bunch of them. Like different colors. They have one that's like red and purple. So right above it, this is the name of it. 4-leaf clover necklace foldable for women. I would just put that in. You should be able to find it with that. If not, you know what? I'll just put the, let me see if I can change the, here we go. Okay, I just put delivered to Chillicothe, which I don't care. I'll do it. I'm going to put the link in for you. I'll do. Now, if you buy this necklace, you have to give me 10%. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. I put it in there for you. I should get some of these for the store. They're really cute. Good night, my baby girl. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to jump off of here. I hope you guys have a great night. Happy shopping if you're going to go onto Amazon. And if you're not, go over to Poppy and Ari. Over to my boutique. It is on my front page. So if you ever do want to shop, you can even just shop the items right there on the page. So I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do Nancy Guthrie, of course, update the suspect, all that, everything that there needs to be done. And then I might even come on and do a either tomorrow or Thursday. We'll do a Spencer and Monique Tepe live. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. We're here every day, all the time, whenever we need to be. We're always talking true crime. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And you know what? I just realized my shoulder feels better. Holy shit. Oh. And if Nancy, you better come back, girl. You better come back to us alive. This is going to be a good night. I have a feeling. I'm going to say my prayers. But I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, and have a good night. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this this turn like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.